This presentation examines and analyzes the work of award-winning filmmaker Elizabeth Lowe, Hotel 22. It is a documentary that appeals to a select audience and is effective in portraying the content. Hotel 22 is one of many of the documentaries created by Lowe, and this allows for the detailed evaluation of the stylistic choices and the modes that Lowe might prefer when making future documentaries. When asked about why she chose to make a documentary on a bus, Lowe responded with, "I was interested in making a film that took place entirely on a bus because I was intrigued by the idea of public transportation as these socially dynamic spaces where a collision of classes can reveal something about society. This collision of classes becomes evident in the film." This analysis focuses on the main modes within the documentary and the way in which the modes are impacted by the content of the documentary and the stylistic choices made by Lowe. The primary mode that Lowe uses in Hotel 22 is the observational mode. The advancement of technology in the 1960s enabled cameras to be built smaller, allowing filmmakers to observe reality without intruding on the subject. The less obtrusive nature of the cameras allows the subject of the film to carry on as normal, and consequently, it is said that observational documentaries are more able to authentically portray reality. The observational mode is also referred to as the fly-on-the-wall mode, and this term is usually attributed to Ricky Leacock. However, there has been a lot of debate over the use of this term, even by Leacock himself. Some critics even went as far as to suggest that the only true fly-on-the-wall documentary to be that filmed by security cameras. These criticisms stem from the question, does introducing a camera change how the events take place? The observational mode is evident in the film, where it is seen that Lowe does not directly interact with the subject, but rather observes the events that transpire throughout the film without interrupting what is going on. In Hotel 22, we watch as a group of homeless people catch the Route 22 bus around the city to have a warm, quiet place to sleep. We see the passengers waiting for the bus and then eventually boarding the bus and taking their seats. We see a man conversing with the bus driver, although not politely, in an attempt to get the driver to put the heater on for the passengers. Would he have been politer had the camera not been there, or would he have been more confrontational in his approach without the cameras present? We see another passenger's irate reaction to the presence of the homeless passengers on the bus, as he curses at them and voices his opinion about having to share the bus with them. Would he have kept his opinions to himself had the camera not been present? If not, would he have carried on for as long as he did if the camera wasn't there? For the entire documentary, the viewer is simply observing the events that take place over the course of the journey the bus goes on over the course of an evening. The scenery doesn't change, although the filmmaker's position on the bus does change a few times throughout the film. The filmmaker's position changes in order to capture the perspectives of different passengers on the bus and to get closer to different events taking place on the bus, such as the passenger asking for the heat to be turned on and the passenger who voices his opinion on the presence of the homeless passengers. No music is used throughout the duration of the documentary, and this is a specific stylistic choice on Lowe's part, as it enables the viewers to fully immerse himself in the documentary, and it also makes it easier to hear what various passengers are saying at different points of the documentary. Lowe also doesn't alter the lighting of the setting so as to keep it authentic for the viewers. The same can be said for Lowe's other works. She does not interfere with the events taking place, and instead simply observes and allows whatever happens, happen. Hotel 22 is a beautifully constructed film that embraces its chosen modes to showcase a truly intriguing element of society that many people probably aren't aware of, and Lowe's stylistic choices allow the audience to fully engage with the content of the film. Lowe's use of the observational mode enables her to showcase her unique style, and this is evident throughout the entire film.